Now, a lot of people may have, said, forget this, I'm going to give up. If in the culture, your environment, you're the only one that's now going to be in the position to have to do this. Was it a specific character trait, something in the back of your mind that kept you going and just doing it? Because you ended up crushing an acquisition in New York, and I want to get into that. Hundreds of millions of dollars on projects that you ended up doing, but it seems like you had to go through that first.
Yeah, you did.
So what kept you going?
So I do remember distinctly, I graduated from St. Joe's in May. I started at which is now Duff & Phelps, in June. My first assignment was appraising gas stations. And I remember distinctly being in a rental car, driving to the next gas station. And I thought, why'd you go to college for this? Like, what am I doing with my life? But then I thought, okay, well, I'm not obviously going to quit my first job immediately. Let me give this some time. So I started to prove myself, and I liked it. I thought it was really fascinating to have the opportunity as a young person to have, your expenses paid. I was staying in hotels. I was traveling. I was all over the place. I've now, at age 35, I've been to 47 states in the U.S., and a lot of it was out of this first job. So I thought, okay, let me see the silver lining in appraising gas stations.
So the silver lining.
Yeah, that's what pushed me. And then from the gas stations, I moved up to appraising fast food restaurants. Also all over the South. I was all over the South appraising Burger Kings and Wendy's. And at the time, we had to eat at each restaurant because you had to take a discrete picture. I think I gained 10 pounds. And I would never eat fast food again as a result. But
that's maybe a blessing.
Maybe that's the silver lining. Yeah. But so from that, by the time I left Duff & Phelps, it was 15 months from the time I was hired to the time that I left. My first assignment was appraising gas stations. My last assignment was appraising Paradise Island in the Bahamas, the Atlantis. And that was because I put my head down. And I just did what people asked me to do, and I learned a lot along the way. And I never felt, and as I mentioned, I mentor a lot of people, and I always tell them, you're not above anything. Just because you have a degree from a great university and you're really smart and you're very successful, you're not above anything. Try everything.
Wow.
Put your head down and see, because in a 15-month period to go from there to there was a huge experience. And I didn't know that at the time.
And you're 22, 23?
I was 23 at the time.
You're 23.
Yeah, so and I spent a week at the Atlantis figuring out what the value of that resort was.
Dozens of states that you got to travel. Would you say that
I went to Europe, I went to the Caribbean.
Wow.
Yeah.